So the importance of the blade design, the blade shape control the flow pattern and the mixing efficiency. Affect the reaction rate and the temperature uniformity through the layers of the liquid side of the reactor. Influence or affecting also the gas dispersion. If one of your reactant gas, it affect the gas dispersion through the liquid, okay? Impact the energy consumption and the reactor performance. Here the first type of the agitators, which is Rushton turbine. This is the radial flow. Rushton turbine shape is like this. This is the Rushton turbine. Rushton turbine agitator used in certain cases. The 6 flat blades, strong radial flow for gas dispersion. So consider when you are introducing gas reactant to the reactor to use this type of Rushton turbine agitator. Strong radial flow for gas dispersion, high shear and high power consumption. Use dehydrogenation and fermentation, also this fermentation in the pharmaceutical industry, okay? Pitch blade turbine, this is one of the most famous type of the agitator used for the continuous stirred tank reactor. The blades angle at 45. So this means that when you design the blades, need to control the rate of the conversion. There is an angle related to this blade, and you have to specify the correct angle to ensure the good mixing between the reactants. Okay, what is the shape of this pitch blade? Pitch blade like this. This is the pitch blade, and there is angle or something like that you have to consider during the design phase for the reactor working with pitch blade. Provide axial top to bottom circulation and the greater for liquid mixing. So all your reactants A plus B are liquid and moderate shear and moderate power consumption. So you can the type of mixing, the type of reactants, liquid, gas, liquid, or the power consumption. Okay. The hydrofoil impeller working with high efficiency aerodynamic blade design. What is the shape? The shape is like this. These 3 blades here, and here is the design of the angle and the controlling the power of mixing by controlling this angle in the hydrofoil. Strong axial flow with low power consumption. So this is one of the advantage related to the hydrofoil is a strong axial flow with lower power consumption, used in energy optimization continuous stirred tank reactor, and good for heat sensitive reactions. Okay, so if you are working with high sensitivity reactions, it's recommended to use this type of agitators. The anchor agitator. The anchor agitator used for high viscosity material. If you are working with some kind of polymerization, for example, okay, and you need to make a good mixing between the reactants, okay, and there is a high viscosity inside your reactor, you can choose this anchor type. This is the anchor agitator, okay. This anchor agitator, look to the surface area, which is controlling the mixing between the reactant, even if the surface inside the tank or inside the reactor controlled, and ensuring good mixing by this design of anchor type. Consider this anchor type when you remember the higher viscosity. So scrap the reactor wall, scrap and clean and push the reactor walls to enhance the heat transfer. Very low turbulence and common in, as we mentioned, in polymerization processes and the heavy oil. Okay, this is the shape of helical ribbon mixer. This type of mixer handle extremely viscous fluid, extremely, okay, used like gel slurry, suitable for gas dispersion also, okay. This is the helical ribbon. When you are working with very viscous type of Liquid, it's recommended extremely viscous, okay? It's recommended to use the helical ribbon, okay? The propeller impeller, marine type 3 blade design. This is a high speed axial flow, good for low viscosity mixing, okay? Because you will not add a higher power consumption here. Okay, used with fast blending when fast blending is required, okay? This is the propeller versus the normal impeller. Propeller is like this. So when we talk about gas liquid reaction, Rushton turbine, heat transfer operation, beach blade, high viscosity anchor or ribbon, biological system or biological industry, the hydrofoil, a type of agitator, okay? And here is the troubleshooting related to the choice of the agitator, okay? So in this lecture we discussed the what is the meaning by CSTR, which is the continuous stirred tank reactor. We mentioned how this type of reactor is important, okay, and what is the main parameter we need to control the rate of the reaction working with this type of reactor. It is not so simple, it is not so easy, and it is very advanced, and it used in the pharmaceutical industry, it used in the polymerization industry, okay, and the control loops related to the continuous stirred tank, as we see in this is one of the real reactors used in the polymerization industry, very complicated. So consider what we mentioned at the start of our discussion, that continuous stirred tank reactor is not so easy as we think about this type of reactor. Control your temperature, control your agitation, control your reaction, be away from the runaway reaction. This is considered the type of reactors. I wish all of you get amused from this simple knowledge related to the continuous stirred tank reactor. There is no any calculation, there is no any complications through the lecture. Okay, I want to thank you all for the good listening and appreciate it.